Thank you for inviting me to speak. I wish to speak about the meeting that a number of survivors had with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. You'll have to forgive me, though there were 15 of us there, all of us left the meeting with a different story to tell, as there was so much to process. A number of key points he made in the meeting with us was the importance for unity, especially during this current political climate and situation. He also mentioned the need to study and to have a deep understanding of Buddhism, especially regarding, he recommended reading the 17 Nalanda Masters, the authentic text, made that very clear. Regarding the NKT and the Shigdenpas, he said, towards them, it is right that we show compassion. Many of them perhaps have been misled. Certainly in the NKT, of which Carol has considerable experience, the Dalai Lama mentioned that Kelsang Gyatso, while a good scholar, it is wise to not exactly follow his teachings. He also, His Holiness, made the point that Kelsang Gyatso broke Samaya with His Holiness, as Kelsang Gyatso took a Higher Yoga Tantra empowerment from him in the United States. Am I right in saying, Carol, that this is the first time that this information was released? It was. So this gives us a great deal to think about, certainly. Additionally, His Holiness, excuse me whilst I refer to my notes. Additionally, he said that it's a key matter to try to not worry too much. However, but to be aware of potential problems from Shigdenpas. So we have to be careful here and to defend ourselves. Regarding my work then with the NKT, I take a role working with Carol and other colleagues to discover more about their actions and how best to empower former members, many of which are too scared to speak out. My experience of the NKT is minimal. I went for 2 classes. On my second class, they said to me, "Will you be interested in a special teacher training program?" So this is clearly how they operate. First, they want my money, and then they want somebody who is completely unlearned in this subject to train to become a teacher. This whole thing with them is a very big money-making operation. They say they are a charity, but they run like one of the most sophisticated businesses out there. And because of this, they have considerable resources. For example, Carol mentioned the NKT are very skillful in knowing the legal boundaries concerning protests, not just protests. They have considerable knowledge in accounting, considerable knowledge in how to run a business. These people are not there purely to work for the benefit of mankind, maybe to line some pockets. But it was a key element is that we are able to offer, somehow find a way to offer compassion to those whom are in the NKT. My experience with those members, though limited, I came away with the impression that the NKT have a system for finding the most vulnerable and working on their vulnerabilities, taking advantage of them and exploiting them. Those in the protests who seem to be the most angry pointing at the Dalai Lama, calling him a liar. Those are some of the ones who have the deepest wounds. I think it's important that we find a way that we can reach out to those people, because the NKT, in the long run, will probably not do them much good. So I'm very grateful for your help in raising awareness and educating the community, thank you, Dalai, regarding this issue. Where I live, they are building a temple. They have been given an £800,000 grant from the International Temples Project. There, they plan to provide rooms, accommodation for 50 new teachers. This is a very aggressive expansion. They now have 20 locations around London to offer teachings. We need to find a way to roll back their operations. Firstly, I wish to say that thank you, by the way, for your efforts in activism, especially around the Merton area, because they are building this temple there with this £800,000 loan. And again, this is going to be an aggressive expansion.
It's a grant.
A grant, I should say. I'm sorry, it is a grant from the International Temples Fund. But the growth is aggressive, so anything that we can do to help each other, I would be happy to assist in any way I can. Thank you. Thank you.